47 minutes ago, all 12 objects activated in perfect synchronization. At exactly 0728 UTC, each object emitted a directed energy pulse lasting 0.73 seconds. Within 3 minutes, monitoring stations worldwide detected catastrophic disturbances in Earth's magnetic field. The magnetosphere, our planet's protective shield against solar radiation, is fluctuating wildly. Compass readings are shifting by up to 40 degrees. Aurora displays are appearing at equatorial latitudes, and satellite navigation systems across 3 continents have failed completely. This is not natural geomagnetic activity. This is induced, deliberate. The 12 objects positioned in perfect geometric formation around Earth have begun generating electromagnetic fields of such intensity that they're interfering with our planet's natural magnetic structure. And according to leaked data from NOAA and the European Space Agency, if the interference continues at current intensity for another 6 hours, we're looking at complete magnetospheric collapse. No protection from cosmic radiation. No barrier against solar wind. Earth's atmosphere exposed to space. I have real-time magnetometer data from 17 monitoring stations showing impossible field fluctuations, satellite telemetry proving GPS failure across Asia and Europe, and classified communications from the International Space Station reporting crew radiation exposure already exceeding safe limits. What's happening right now is an extinction-level event in slow motion, and every government on Earth is scrambling to understand whether this is an attack, an accident, or something we don't have concepts to describe. The clock started 47 minutes ago. October 11th, 2025. 0728 UTC. Magnetometer stations operated by NOAA, the British Geological Survey, and Japan Meteorological Agency simultaneously registered anomalous readings. Earth's magnetic field strength, normally stable at approximately 25 to 65 microteslas depending on location, began oscillating violently. Within 90 seconds, fluctuations exceeded 200 microteslas in some regions, while dropping to near zero in others. The pattern was chaotic, unprecedented, and accelerating. Dr. Jennifer Walsh at NOAA's Space Weather Prediction Center was on duty when the alerts flooded in. Every magnetometer in our network went off scale simultaneously, she reported through emergency channels. Not just unusual readings, physically impossible readings. Magnetic field vectors pointing in directions that violate Maxwell's equations. It was as if someone had turned on 12 massive electromagnets around the planet and was cycling them in coordinated patterns, specifically designed to destabilize our magnetosphere. Satellite. Operators noticed the effects immediately. GPS satellites in medium Earth orbit began experiencing attitude control problems. Their internal magnetometers, used for orientation reference, were reading field values inconsistent with predicted models. Navigation signals became unreliable. At 0734 UTC, the European Galileo system issued failure warnings across its entire constellation. By 0741 UTC, the US GPS system reported degraded accuracy exceeding acceptable thresholds. Users across Europe and Asia found their navigation systems displaying impossible positions or failing entirely. Then the Aurora appeared. Aurora borealis and australis, normally confined to polar regions where Earth's magnetic field funnels solar particles toward the atmosphere, suddenly erupted at latitudes that should never see them. At 0752 UTC, reports came from Cairo showing green and purple lights in the northern sky. Sydney reported red aurora at 0803 UTC. Mumbai, Singapore, Mexico City, all reporting atmospheric luminescence that requires magnetic field lines redirecting charged particles to low latitudes. The field geometry was being rewritten in real time. The International Space Station provided the most direct evidence of danger. At 0808 UTC, Commander Sarah Martinez transmitted an emergency status report that NASA immediately classified, but excerpts leaked within 20 minutes. Radiation monitors showing particle flux increased by factor of 40 in the past 35 minutes. Crew has moved to most shielded sections of station. Dosimeters approaching annual exposure limits. Request immediate return trajectory authorization if conditions continue degrading. Earth's magnetosphere, generated by convection currents in our planet's liquid iron core, extends 65,000 kilometers into space on the sunward side. It deflects the solar wind, a continuous stream of charged particles from the sun that would otherwise strip away our atmosphere and irradiate the surface. Magnetic field disturbances of the magnitude currently being observed compromise this protective barrier. And the source was undeniable. Directional analysis showed the disturbances radiating from the exact positions of the 12 objects. Dr. Marcus Chen ran rapid modeling of the electromagnetic interference patterns. His analysis showed sophisticated field manipulation. These aren't random emissions, his report stated. The 12 objects are generating precisely phased electromagnetic pulses that create constructive and destructive interference patterns in Earth's magnetosphere. It's like active noise cancellation, but for planetary magnetic fields. They're systematically weakening specific regions while strengthening others, reshaping the entire magnetospheric geometry. At 0814 UTC, NOAA issued an unprecedented Space Weather Alert Level 5, the highest classification. Severe geomagnetic storm in progress. Magnetic field topology altered beyond prediction capability. All aviation, satellite navigation, and electrical grid operators advised of potential catastrophic impacts. Public advisories to follow pending governmental coordination. But public advisories never came. Governments worldwide suppressed the alerts, fearful of mass panic. Instead, they issued conflicting statements about unusual solar activity and temporary satellite maintenance. The terrifying question emerged in classified briefings. Is this deliberate terraforming? Are the 12 objects systematically dismantling Earth's magnetic protection to make our planet uninhabitable for humans but suitable for something else? Or is this an unintended consequence of technology operating beyond its designer's understanding of local conditions? Either scenario ends the same way if it continues. Within days, Earth's atmosphere begins venting into space. Within weeks, surface radiation reaches lethal levels. Within months, the planet becomes another Mars. 47 minutes of magnetic field manipulation. GPS systems failing. Aurora at the equator. Astronauts experiencing radiation overdose. And 12 alien objects hovering in perfect formation, coordinating their assault on the one thing that makes Earth habitable. Subscribe now for emergency updates. Because if this doesn't stop in the next 6 hours, we're not discussing first contact anymore. We're discussing survival.